Alright, so let's open up TradingView. So go to tradingview.com. I'll go back to the main page for you. And what you want to do is you want to open up chart. And I already have a layout, a new layout set here, but your chart probably won't look like this. So here are the settings that you can copy. So all you got to do is just go click this little gear right here, gear icon. It says chart properties. Click on that. And what you can do is you can pause the video and copy each of the settings that I have here listed. So that way your chart can look similar to mine. So go ahead and pause the video. Once you get done, you can go to the next settings here. Pause the video. Alright, for scales, pause the video and copy the settings that I have here listed. Alright, for appearance, for trading, and for events. Alright, so after you copy my settings, your chart should look similar to mine, like I said. Next thing you want to do is you want to go down here, click this little 3 lines here, and just make sure that the dark color theme is enabled. Personally, you don't have to enable the dark color theme, but this is just my personal preference. It's just better for my eyes, I guess you could say. Alright, so once you've done that, now what we need to do now is create this little favorites bar that I have here. So in order to do that is we want to go through each one of these little icons here, and we want to personally add various tools to our favorites bar. So to do this, let's go here to this first one, and you want to add the cross to your favorites bar by clicking on the star. You see how it's added on here once you have the star here enabled. So with this one, we want to add the cross and the arrow. So let's go to the next one here. Next thing we want to do is add the trend line, the horizontal line, the horizontal ray, the arrow, and the ray. Alright, let's go to the next one. Actually, we don't need nothing from this one. Alright, for this one we want to add the brush, the rectangle, the ellipse. But technically we don't need the ellipse, so you can just keep that unchecked. We don't really use that as much for this strategy. We want to add the text for this one. So next we go here, we add the long position, the short position, and we don't really need price range, so you can just remove that. And that's pretty much it. You should have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different tools added to your favorites bar. And this should conclude this video as far as setting up TradingView for the Breakbox strategy. Okay, so now in this video, after we set up TradingView, we now need to mark up our daily time frame. So the 3 time frames that we're going to use for this Breakbox strategy is the 5-minute, the 1 hour, and the daily. The daily time frame will show us our overall trend as far as where the market is going. And there's 3 different types of trending markets. The first one is a uptrending market. The next one is a downtrending market. And then the last one is a ranging market. Basically what a ranging market is a sideways market. So I have some examples here. As you can see, this is an uptrending market because as you can see, the price is going up in this little channel here. Same with this one here. Now, example of a downtrending market, as you can see, is the price is going down. As you can see, the red candlesticks, you will see more red candlesticks than you will green. Alright, that's a downtrending market. And then we also have a sideways or ranging market where the price is just going up and down sideways. Up and down, up and down, up and down. So I'm going to delete this one right here because this is current time. As you can see, the market's not open today, at least not yet. I mean, it is Sunday, October 25th, but the markets for me personally doesn't open till 5 p.m. so we got a few more hours. But I want to go ahead and show you how to mark up your daily. So the tool that we're going to use is the trend line. So this is how you mark it up. So we take our trend line, and what we want to do is we want to go from here all the way up here. And as you can see with the trend line, it forms a uptrend. And when you're plotting these trend lines, you want to make sure that you capture at least 3 wicks within your trend line. See here, 1, 2, and 3. Right? So let's do one more trend line up here, and we need to do it like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to make it super perfect. You just want to at least show that it's an uptrending market. But yeah, you want to have at least 3 wicks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. But like I said, just make sure it's visible enough to you to where it's showing an uptrend. Now I'm going to go back here and delete this and show you how to draw a downtrend. So let me go ahead and delete this and this. Now we take our trend line again and we just draw from here all the way down here. Move this over. Move this over here towards the wick a little bit. Like I said, once again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to make it visible that it's a downtrend. And then now we do this. Alright, so now we have our downtrend. In fact, we can just make this a little bit smaller here. This trend line here. Alright, so that's our downtrend. And now I'm going to show you this example of a ranging or sideways market, which is very easy. All you do is you take your trend line again and just plot from here all the way over here, and you might want to bring it down some so that way you have matching lined up wicks. Alright, so you can leave it like this, or if you want to, you can also just right click, copy and paste trend line, and you can drag it up here. Really, me personally, I like to have just only one trend line just to show that ranging market, and so that way with the one line I can see the breakout of this ranging market. But like I said, if you need extra assistance, you can have the second trend line up here. So, but this is an example of a ranging sideways market. So I hope that helps you as far as drawing your trend lines, because trend lines are very important for the Breakbox strategy. And so in the next video, I'm going to show you how to trade on the 1 hour. Well, technically, I'm going to show you on the 1 hour of how to create your break box, so that way you can trade in the 5-minute mark. So, see you then. Okay, so now that we have our daily trend marked up, now we need to move to the hour time frame. So now if your chart looks like this, just right click and then click on reset chart, and we can start marking up our box. So I'm gonna use this one that I already marked up as an example here. So let's go here. Now to mark up our break box, I'm gonna go ahead and delete it. What we would need to do is we need to select the rectangle box, and we want to draw it based off the number of wicks that are aligned side by side to each other. As you can see here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wicks that we have here up to the top. So we want to do it based off like this. Right now we want to do the same for the bottom of the candle. So we want to do it based off these two candles here on the bottom. So you see how these are lined up like this, and we can just drag this over. Now this is simply how we draw our break box. The point of this is we want to basically what the break box is our support and our resistance areas, and inside this break box is the level of consolidation between price action. We want to trade when price breaks out of this box. Now you could have got into this candle here and got out real fast, but as you can see here, this was a long wick to the upside, and this was considered as a false breakout. So before I show you how to trade from the box, I'm going to do another example as far as marking up the box, so that way you can understand some more. Alright, let's use this one right here for example. So what we do is we click our rectangle, and we want to draw it like this. Boom. See how easy that is? You just want to make sure that your your support and resistance areas is aligned perfectly with the wicks. Or if you wanted to, you can just drag down your support, not your support, but your resistance down line like that. But to be on the safe side, I would have just drawn it like this. And as you can see here, from the support is lined up across these wicks here, 1, 2, 3, and a couple of bodies here. So like I said, inside this box here is a level of consolidation. Right? And you want to enter a trade once it breaks out to the upside or downside to this box. But as you can see here, with this trend line that we built from the daily, that your best bet is to look for sales, not for sales, but for buys. I'm sorry. You want to look for buys. because you want to remember that the overall trend is to the upside. So I mean, if you wanted to, you could take this, but your best bet is to go with the trend. So let's go back to this box right here, and I'll show you how to trade from this breakout here. We want to enter we want to enter this trade right here. So I'm gonna circle that right there. Right. So now to enter our trade, we need to go to the 5 minute for our sniper entry. So let's right click. Right click reset chart, and let's go back and find that box that we drew based off the circle here that we also drew. And as you can see here, now trading from the 5 minute, it gives you a better view of when the price will break out the box a little bit better than seeing it from the 1 hour chart. So as you can see here, this would have been your entry point. But as you can see here, it went down a little bit, and then after that it just started to floor, went down one more time, and then it started to floor up here. So your entry point, it could have been here, or even here. All right, so that would have been your entry point, and you would have held all the way up here if you wanted to. But for this scalping technique, it is best not to hold in for too long. So what I do is I set my stop loss under this box here. So we will need to use our long position because this is a buy. Remember, long position is buy, short position is sell. So what I would do is, say if I wanted this to be my entry point, so I just click here, boom, and my stop loss would be under this box, a little bit under this box, like right here. So 20 pip stop loss. And for our entry point, we need to go back to the hour time frame. All right, you go back to the hour time frame, and we need to go back into time and see where the last bit of wicks align up to each other. As you can see here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pips, not pips, I'm sorry, 4 wicks. So that will be our first take profit, and then our second take profit will be up here, because as you can see here, boom, right? So let's go back to our entry point on the 5 minute, set chart. Okay, there we go. So our first take profit will be right here in the amount of 10 pips, and then our second take profit will be 26 pips. And as you can see, if we would have entered our trade right here, like we said before, it would have hit our first take profit before heading down again. But if you wanted to try for take profit 2, you would have just held this for a little bit longer, and eventually, like I said, it would have hit take profit 2. So guys, this is really simple as far as making your box and getting those nice sniper entries. Now, I will be posting a lot of examples that you can follow. So if you don't understand this video, just make sure to look at my other example videos that I will post for this course. So have a good one.